What's up, and welcome back to another episode of 100 Southeast Asian Films in 100 Days. And today we'll be going through these 5 films. And the first one this week, Norte, The End of History by Lav Diaz. This film was a journey of life turning ugly that could happen to anyone at any time. The main drivers are the characters and the journey they go through. Before I talk about them, the cinematography felt active. It has a flair compared to Diaz's other films. The characters are the main thing that I have much to say, mainly the protagonist, or the antagonist. There's many ways to describe him. He could be intelligent yet ignorant, idealistic yet nihilistic, free yet trapped, altruistic yet selfish. The main character experiences many uncertain consequences for his actions, yet continues to shape the path he is on. He is hyper-aware of his thoughts and what others see and think of him, yet he still gives in to his intrusive thoughts. He preaches about freedom but is a slave to his own subconsciousness. And the second one this week, Syndromes and a Century by Apichatpong Wirasitakul. The experience of watching this film is cathartic, ambiguous, and very peaceful. It's like a soft and wholesome journey that has a message that comes from the heart. It has many strings of life intertwined with each other, mainly the juxtaposition of urban and rural. It's similar and different at the same time. The sounds and space this film puts you in transports you into a feeling, or into something you can see and feel but not necessarily touch or is tangible. It's like a dream with your eyes open, or a feeling that comes from the heart. Similar to his other works, this film doesn't give you a concrete answer, but a feeling you must understand. For this film, it's like that because it speaks a message that only the heart has felt it before, and this expresses the same way our hearts does. So if you still don't understand this film, try looking for something in your heart. And the third film this week, Cyclo by Tran Anh Hung. Poverty runs the streets of Ho Chi Minh, and our protagonist is not spared by the brutal and harsh treatment of the people who run it. Cyclo has many gorgeous shots that are intrusive, profound, layered, and painful. The camera sees and moves like one would be living in this city, watching someone cross the street or observing another who is in a building across. When the camera is brought in closer to a personal level, we see the littlest of movement that signify pain, hopelessness, and being lost in a busy and occupied world that we shift our attention to things we never paid attention to, ignored of our life and voice. This film doesn't give its characters any room for comfort. It pushes everyone and tests them if they are fit for the city. Not even the people at the top were spared from the city's brutalities. And the fourth film this week, Blissfully Yours by Apichatpong Wirasitakul. I would start by saying I love the choice of putting the intro sequence so late into the film. For me, it works with the scene it's showing at the time and gives so much air and room to breathe, like a release from the tiring world they are escaping from. This film is raw and honest about its characters and itself. There's a kind of innocence and wholesomeness when the characters are left alone to be themselves. The characters and their conversations had spirit in them. I don't mean an energetic or motivating way, but a way that the characters' souls are connected. Like they have a connection that doesn't need to be addressed, but rather felt. Another thing I like about this film is that it's patient and gives so much space to its audience and characters. It does so that it's not boring or draggy, but rather it keeps you curious or immersed with what the characters are experiencing. I personally feel that this film is just the smaller picture, that this might be a fragment of a memory on a long life journey. And the fifth film this week, Wait But Found Wanting by Lino Broca. At first, I was a bit confused and trying to piece things together. Once that was over, I saw how gorgeous this film was because of how it reflected on its characters and audience. This film is bold and brave at showing the true colors of humans, some of it being our criticism and hypocrisy towards those who don't fit in, the lies we tell and pass down, and the society that dictates what kind of people deserves to live. The film's message about the ugliness in society is tangible. It's a reflection of the people that shapes their system that they live in. The system itself is broken, hence the people who live in it and sustain it. I would say this film is timeless. It doesn't shy away from the truth and shows us who we can truly become. This film stood out to me because it's a fictional film that could be someone's reality. And that's this week's 5 films. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down your thoughts. And I'll see you next week. Bye.